classic blues bass riff, and even used today in modern blues music. That's what you're going to get today. So you're looking for that classic blues bass riff, modern blues music, classic bass riff that's withstood the test of time and is still used today, just with some small embellishments and stuff like that. A quick and easy blues bass riff for you, so stick around, it's coming up. Alright, well hello, I'm Donald Witt, the bass instructor of the How to Play Bass online course at iwannaPlayBass.com. Jump over there, subscribe, definitely subscribe, get your free ebook on setting your bass up, everything you need to know about how to set this up, because they all need to be set up subject to each of us. So do that, and when you're serious about your bass playing, sign up and get well on your way to reaching your bass playing goals. And this is I Want to Play Bass, your YouTube channel for everything bass guitar tips, gear review, everything you need to know. So subscribe, hit that bell notification, get in the loop, and don't miss a beat. Well, here it is. I'm going to play the blues bass line for you, and after I'm done, I'll break it down for you and give you some more information on the blues, 12-bar blues, stuff that you want to know, stuff you need to know when you go out to get that gig and everything. And if you have a comment, leave a comment down below. Any questions or anything, I'll be glad to answer it. Definitely. So look forward to hearing from you. Alright, so there you have it. Classic blues bass riff, that even you hear it today in modern blues music. And that's a simple one that's just in the key of C, and that's how it, you know, that you can play that in any key. That particular pattern, I could have played it using open notes, open strings, but preferably when playing, you want to be able to control your tone and everything, so you kind of want to veer away from open strings. When you're playing open strings, you've got no control of it, just your plucking hand, and that's pretty much it's left at that. So preferably use your fretted notes, even your open strings, unless it's making a huge transition from down here to up here, then use your open strings to get there, you know, to help free this hand up to get there. But typically use your fretted notes more. You've got more control over the tone than you do an open string just playing that. So that pattern can be used in any key. Particularly today we did in the key of C, and that was the 12-bar blues. Now the standard chord progression of a 12-bar blues is your root note, your 1, and then you'll see it in standard music, you'll see the Roman numeral 1, and you'll play that for 4 bars, okay? So 4 bars on 1, and that was our pattern. So we did that for 4 bars, and then we went to the 4 chord, which is in C is the D, in C is the F, so it's an F dominant 7, and that's the 4 chord, and we did that for 2 bars, and then we went back to the root, the 1 chord, for 2 bars. Now we've got 8 bars down, we've got 4 left. So then we go to the 5 chord, the dominant 7 chord, for 1 bar. You're down to your 4 chord for another bar, and then the last 2 bars will be on your 1 chord. And then you come back into, that's when you do your turnarounds and stuff like that, which I've got other videos that talk about turnarounds. You can, I'll leave a comment, I'll leave a card up here, you can check that out as well. Of other blues turnarounds that we can use, 1, 6, 2, 5, 1 chord progressions and stuff like that that are very interesting and not too difficult but fun and add a lot of character to the blues. But this gets it done right here. You can get together with your band, you can really, you're working with new guys, just break this out and get it, you know, get a feel for one another by just jamming on the blues. This is the best way to do it. And like I say, it's 4 bars of the 1 chord, 2 bars of the 4 chord, 2 bars of the 1 chord, 1 bar of the 5 chord, 1 bar of the 4 chord, back to the 1 chord for 2 bars, and then start over. That's 12 bars, that's your 12-bar blues. So like I said, this is in the key of C, and it's just, we've got our, typically in standard blues, these chord progressions, these chords, this is a dominant, they're all dominant 7 chords, so it allows us to play the minor blues scale, which I did in one of the licks. That's the minor blues, and it allows you to play the Mixolydian scale. You can do that as well, which has a little bit of a happy feel to it, and you know, whatever feel you're going for, you can use in the blues for sure. You're not limited to any particular scales or anything. So that's what's so cool about the blues. Just make sure you get that chord progression and those root notes down, you know, to where they land on one, so you can keep the feel, the groove of that blues, because the blues is simple yet very intricate as well. You've got the jazz blues, you can make these minor 7th chords, you can make them major 7th chords, or what have you. So it can get intricate, and yet it can be simple and basic, and that's what you want to use. You know, just get the basic idea down, just get the structure of the blues, get the feel for the blues, really get it inside of you so you can loosen up and really give it some character, your own appeal. Okay, so back to the bass line. We've got on C, the standard what we're going to do is, that's just going to be C, give it a little swing feel, because it's not just straight eighths, it's not. See the difference in the feel? It's still an 8th note, but it's just how you play it off the beat a little bit. You can just lay back a little bit or stay on top of it. So either those options are there. It's how the feel you're going for, but standard blues, you're going to have that swing feel, or shuffle feel. But that's what's critical. It's not the notes. You know, there's very few notes in here. It's not the notes that are making it. You know, they will make a huge difference. That's why I say when you get in the more sophisticated blues, the notes you choose are going to be what makes it intricate. But standard, you know, it's just the groove. It's just the feel that you're going for. So it's back to the bass line. It's C, C, E, C, E, G, and then we go to the 6, the A, and G, C. So that's the pattern. It's 1, 3, 5, and the 6th. Okay. So if you don't know what the 1, 3, and 5 is, it's your C major scale. It's the 1 is the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. At each degree of that scale has a number, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to the 1, 3, 5, and the 6th. Okay. And that's what we do. And then we just take each chord progression, since it's a C dominant 7, and then we go to F dominant 7, and then a G dominant 7. You're going to use that same pattern, the same idea. The C is just so that's the pattern. You can take that. I mean, I played it here just because, you know, but you can take that same pattern. If it's new to you, just take that pattern and then go to the F on this string. And it's an identical pattern to this. You're just up to the fret, the F, you're up on the 8th fret of the A string instead of the 3rd fret, okay? That's all you gotta do. And then you can just move it up 2 more frets to G. Or you can play the G here. So it's just that pattern, just that pattern right there. And you just move it over the fretboard. So see, not too difficult at all. It's just like I say, the rhythm something, and then, you know, you can embellish that. That's the classic blues bass riff that you'll hear forever, and you still hear it today. All people are doing now are just embellishing that, and like I did, just adding licks in there, you know, just moving across that fretboard, and that's what you can do. You can embellish it how you like, but you just got to keep that groove. You got to keep that fundamental groove there. So you just got to get that groove and lay that groove down. That's the ideal. You can put notes in there, but it's not the notes that's going to make this happen. It's going to be that groove, that feel, that rhythm that you choose to play. So that's how it is. That, you know, C, F, and G, the 1, 4, and the 5. And standard, these are dominant 7 chords that allows us to play over the C7, C dominant 7 chord. We can play that blues scale. If for a little lick in there, if we want, we can play the Mixolydian scale. Just to add some color, pentatonics, minor pentatonic. Now I've got lots of videos out here for the major pentatonic. Okay, so there's endless ideas here that you can use in every moment. So, and it really gives some color to them. So for more on the blues, check out these videos I've got here. I've got a playlist here of the blues. Check that out. I've got lots of blues bass riffs in there that I created, and to help give you ideas, and I break them down just to help you understand how they work, like I did with the 12-bar blues, and I talk about the blues turnarounds as well. So check those videos out. They'll be up here. So as always, thank you for watching, and if you liked it, you got some value out of it, mash that like button for me. Help me help you, and I'll catch y'all on the flip-flop in the next video. So bye for now.